Hi, today we're going to be learning some fun airbrushing techniques using Copic airbrush system, sketch markers, and some Hero Art stamps and stencils. First, I'm starting with a red marker, a yellow marker, a green marker, and a brown marker. Any from your collection will do. I'm using the airbrush system and just quickly adding little spurts of color to make a simple background. This gives us a base of color to stamp our images onto. I'm working on a glossy cardstock today so that when we run our techniques using the colorless blender, the colors will smear together. So I'm filling in any areas with little spots of green, making sure that my background is nice and covered. Notice if you spray closer, you're going to get denser colors, and if you spray farther away, you're going to get lighter colors. Now I'm working with the Copic colorless blender. Here I've added it to a mini spritzer, and I'm taking my cling stamps by Hero Arts and I'm spritzing them with colorless blender. What this does is it activates that ink on the glossy surface of the paper and smears it around, leaving kind of an impression of the stamp. Not a lot of detail, but we want this to be a soft background suggesting falling leaves. Anytime it feels a little dry, just give it another quick spritz and you're good to go. Once I've got the background how I like it, now I'm going to move on to the Stylish Borders stencil. Because these stencils are spread out so nicely, I'm not going to need to mask anything off. I simply choose my red marker, position my stencil where I want it, and spray. Here I'm adding a fun little triangle border at the bottom, and I'm going to add a matching border across the top, using that same red marker that we started with. Very quick and easy. Now I'm going to stamp my jack-o'-lantern stamp, trim my paper, and add a nice red border, again with that same red marker that we started with. Notice that I'm holding it further away and I'm spraying very lightly. This gives me a much softer color, but it pulls my colors together nicely. Now I'm going to switch to a little bit of a brown marker just to give it some hint of variation. It doesn't show up as well on the video as it does in real life. Give it a little bit of color. When it looks how I want it, I'm going to switch and add just a few more hints of color. I need some rhinestones that match my project, so I'm going to take that same brown marker and lightly airbrush some pearls. Next, I need to make a background paper to layer behind this. Again, I use the stencil, the same brown marker. This time, I'm just working around the edges to make a simple border. Again, I'm spraying very lightly because I don't need a lot of dense color. If the marker doesn't seem to be spraying very well, try slowing down or change the angle that you hold it. Practice makes perfect. And I finish up, again, just quickly spraying my stencil. When I'm done, I want to give it an overall color. So I snap in a red and very quickly and lightly just give it some hints of red. When I'm happy with the way it looks, snap goes another color. This time we're going to add yellow. Notice how rich and vibrant that yellow is. I work quickly so that I'm not overpowering the other colors. When I'm done, I just trim the edges how I like it, and I'm ready to layer my card. Those colored rhinestones are perfect in the corners as an embellishment. And I've taken another stamp and I'm popping it up with foam tape for my sentiment. And there we have a very quick and easy Halloween card front.